no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sit early. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me and start before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get over with his pass rush.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Herbert back to the air. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 51 yards. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 25-yard line. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a lot of times these players, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. It's caught. It's Shenault again. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now in 2nd and 12. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. What you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
7-7, our score after one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you're good, the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On first down, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves his sticks. On first down, it's Darnold. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. He gets it to Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Darnold on first down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll go with Foreman, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On 4th down, Darnold. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit, but, boy, deep in their own territory.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm I'm willing to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll find Everett there, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Now it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert flushed out right.
Open man is Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short, and the Panthers will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Darnold.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point in the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Darnold to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Thomas brings it in. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Herbert to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 80 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's how you get right away with him, Matt, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded it. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day one's here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the ball.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
First down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, and it's Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And here we go on 4th. Darnold, he'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now following the sack, Darnold and Carolina left with a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, Herbert. Rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Darnold from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Williams, the man in motion left. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send Williams in motion right. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. It's Eckler again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, get it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Darnold. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore on a touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. They got his man, complete. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Going for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A final shot before the break. Darnold trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. All that's been thrown down, they want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action, Darnold. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing again is Darnold. Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A 1st down throw, Darnold. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Darnold from the red zone now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once more, here's Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy,
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. DeAndre Carter. And he will score. Touchdown, Chargers. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
They thought it could turn Saturday, didn't they? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to take another shot here. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Williams, the man in motion left. On 2nd down and 4. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 18-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Like you've been here before. Come on.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Herbert now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on against the end, they'll kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Darnold to throw. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one ready to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now. One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to it.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off, and what do you have? You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry out for us? Serving up for love.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 26. Here's Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Here's Darnold. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on first and goal. Off of play action, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line. It's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. Brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Darnold on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second and 7. It's Darnold. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. faking the give. Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what?
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.